Hey everybody, I'm Thrive, and today we're diving into the absolutely bonkers world of job requirements, and more importantly, how to actually get around them. Because let's be honest, the current system makes about as much sense as a chocolate teapot. Now, according to recent data from LinkedIn, 72% of HR managers admit they hire candidates who don't match the exact job requirements, myself included. Yet here we are, still facing job postings that read like they're recruiting for a combination of Einstein and Superman. Let's
break it down
into three utterly ridiculous but very real challenges, shall we? Part 1. The Degree Debacle. According to Harvard Business School's research, degree requirements have increased for 63% of jobs since 2015, despite the actual work remaining largely the same. Companies are now asking for bachelor's degrees for positions that historically didn't require one. But here's what they don't tell you, and what I probably shouldn't either, but my filter for corporate nonsense expired years ago. Number 1, many companies use automated systems that screen for degrees, but these systems can be cleverly bypassed by including relevant coursework and certifications in your education section, listing equivalent experience using the exact keywords from the job posting, and reaching out directly to hiring managers on LinkedIn. More on that later. The secret weapon. Portfolio projects. Create tangible examples of your work that make degrees look like fancy paper, because in reality, 57% of employers value demonstrated skills over education. The Technology Treadmill. Right. Let's talk about the technological arms race we're all apparently supposed to be winning. IBM reports that half-life of professional skills is now just 5 years, meaning half of what you learned 5 years ago is about as relevant as a fax machine and a WhatsApp group. But here's the clever bit. You don't actually need to learn everything. Studies show that 80% of enterprise work typically uses just 20% of any software's features. So here's your strategy. Focus on foundational skills. Learn the underlying principles of your field. Master the basics of data analysis. Excel will never die, trust me. Understand project management fundamentals. The strategic learning approach. Set up Google alerts for your industry's technology trends. Follow key influencers in your field on LinkedIn. Spend 30 minutes daily on platforms like Coursera or LinkedIn Learning, and focus on learning the high-impact features of new tools. Not everything, just the high-impact features, the standouts. The experience paradox. Ah, yeah, the classic entry-level position requiring 5 years of experience. A recent study by TalentWorks found that 61% of entry-level jobs required 3+ years of experience. It's absolutely mental, right? But here's how to crack that particular puzzle. I've talked about this in a past video, and I'll bring it up again because it's so relevant. The shadow experience method. Volunteer work counts as experience. Yes, really. Personal projects count, especially in tech. Freelance work, even small gig, counts. University projects can be framed as real-world experience. Now we get into the experience stacking technique. Break down the required experience into skills. Map these skills to different life experiences. Present parallel experiences, like managing a student society as leadership experience. The underground railroad of job hunting. Now, here's where it gets interesting. According to LinkedIn's data, 85% of jobs are filled through networking, but not the kind where you awkwardly hand out business cards at conferences. Here's what actually works. The warm introduction strategy. So find companies that you want to work for. Look up their employees on LinkedIn. Find second-degree connections. Ask for informational interviews. The value-first approach. Follow target companies on LinkedIn. Comment thoughtfully on their posts. Share relevant industry insights. Build relationships before you need them. This is called being proactive, not reactive. The side door technique. Look for contract or project-based work. Convert temporary positions to permanent roles. And use staffing agencies. They often have different requirements. Consider apprenticeships or returnship programs. The numbers game. Now, let's talk statistics, because they're actually quite encouraging. 45% of hirers will consider candidates who meet 70% of the job requirements. 84% of companies are willing to train the right candidate. And 92% of hiring managers care more about soft skills than technical skills. I know I do. It's character over skills. So remember, job requirements are more like a corporate wish list than actual requirements. Focus on what you can offer, not what you lack. Document your achievements, build a portfolio, And most importantly, don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. And if all else fails, remember that Richard Branson didn't finish school, and he's doing all right for himself. Though I suppose owning an island helps with the job search. If you found this helpful, do subscribe for more slightly irrelevant but practical career advice. Next week, I'll be covering how to answer where do you see yourself in 5 years without lying through your teeth. Stay clever, stay persistent, and remember, this system is absurd, but you can be absurder. Like if you like, sub if you sub, share if you share. I'm Thrive. Bye.